The new geopolitical chessboard. Trump buys time, China builds leverage, and India searches for strategic space. In the evolving theater of global geopolitics, power is no longer measured solely by military might or economic size. The real currency today is a sophisticated blend of leverage and time, two variables that increasingly determine a nation's strategic standing. Countries across the spectrum, from the smallest economies to the world's superpowers, are recalibrating their foreign and economic policies to survive and thrive in this emerging great game. At one extreme sits the vulnerable state with minimal bargaining power, at the other, a rising power accumulating strategic patience. Between these pools lies a crowded middle where most nations, including India, are attempting to carve out room for manoeuvre. To understand the harsh realities of this new order, consider the case of Lesotho, a small landlocked African kingdom. With a population of barely 2.3 million and widespread poverty, the country built a fragile economic lifeline through its garment exports, particularly denim, to the United States under the African Growth and Opportunity Act. That equilibrium was abruptly disrupted in 2025 when the Trump administration imposed deep liberation tariff. Even after partial relief, Lesotho's competitive edge eroded overnight against larger Asian manufacturing hubs such as Bangladesh, Vietnam, and India. The government was compelled to declare a state of disaster. Lesotho exemplifies what happens when a nation lacks both leverage and the luxury of time. Its economic structure offers little resilience, and waiting out adverse political cycles in Washington is simply not an option. Europe's predicament illustrates that even wealthy regions can find themselves short on leverage when structural dependencies accumulate. At recent high level security deliberations, European leaders confronted an uncomfortable truth. Their defense architecture remains heavily reliant on the United States, although military spending is rising. Modern warfare platform, fighter jets, submarines, missile systems, and even basic artillery ammunition cannot be procured overnight, nor can trained manpower be generated instantly. With Russia remaining an active security concern on Europe's doorstep, the continent faces a compressed timeline to restore credible deterrence. In the near term, India's biggest external variable remains the unpredictability of Trump's administration. Washington's blunt diplomatic style and social media driven signaling could periodically generate friction, particularly on politically sensitive issues involving Pakistan or regional balancing. For the Modi government, the challenge will be strategic composure, maintaining momentum in reforms and partnership while navigating episodic turbulence. The silver lining, India's policy continuity and electoral timeline provide a relatively stable domestic runway through 2029.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.